I think there's a decent, valid criticism of Joe Biden having lost a step or two. Joe Biden's also been, relatively gaffe prone through his years, but nothing quite like this that Donald Trump exhibits with Sean Hannity. This is another level.
70,000 cars or trucks, and it's just a very, very sad time for our country.
When you say you want him to do well, that's a rare statement from anybody in politics. Because secretly, deep down inside, you know what? They don't want the other side to do well because they don't believe their philosophy will work. I want America to do well. I really do, with all my heart. And the only way that I see that he could change course is, as the Wall Street Journal pointed out today, rightly so, there's no course correction with him. He seems locked into every one of these failed policies. So, you keep banging your head against the wall. Why would you expect a different result?
So we would have had the wall completed in 3 weeks. It was largely completed. We did almost 500 miles of wall and the southern border. It was really working. It really had an impact. And we were working along with Mexico and Guatemala, Honduras. We were El Salvador, all of these countries we were working. I stopped paying them because of the fact they were treating us so badly with the caravans. They were putting criminals, emptying their jails into our country. We stopped, and they stopped 100%. So we had the most secure border we've ever had, and that includes not only people and the wrong people coming in, it also includes drugs. We had the lowest number in 40 years in terms of drugs coming in. People couldn't believe what was going on.
Hannity? They clipped away from Hannity. They cut away from Hannity
in one instant. And at first I thought it was gross incompetence, but now it's incompetent policy. They really want to have an open border. And I still look at it with amazement. And this week, as you probably read, 121 different countries poured into our country, and we have no idea who these people are. So you look at that and you look at the other things that are happening, what's going on. We're disrespected all over the world. And don't forget, President Xi of China, Putin, Kim Jong-un, Iran, all of these people, these leaders are watching. And when they watch our border and when they watch, maybe worse, I think it was the most embarrassing day ever. But as I say, what happened in Afghanistan, the way we got out, it looked like a surrender. They look at that, and all of a sudden, they have great bravery. So now you have a problem in Ukraine, which you would have never had under my administration. You have a big problem. You watch after the Olympics, you have a big problem with Taiwan.
To
be clear, I just want, in case people missed it, Hannity was talking about Biden, and he says, you keep banging your head against a wall. Why would you expect a different result? And like a hypnotic trigger, like if you see a hypnotist in Vegas or something, and they're like, when you say orange, drop your pants, right? When I say orange, drop your pants. So Hannity said wall, and then Trump did a long diatribe about the wall. And it's like he thinks periods in sentences are weakness because it's just all drawn out.
It's like telephone, right? You have many miles to go before. Well, nobody knows that reference. No. I think it's just like he wasn't listening to anything that Hannity was saying. Like he's on the phone.
He's looking out the window.
And he's just going like, get me a thing at Taco Bell. Get me two.
Yeah, I want a Taco Bell, please.
No, we could have built the wall.
The
best wall ever, and we were going to build it, and we didn't do it, and absolutely. And meanwhile, Hannity, is sitting there, and he's just going like, don't cut back to me, because he's just going.
You hear him shuffling his papers. He's like, did I ask about the wall? Like, what's my next question about the wall so I can keep on track?
My next question was about the wall. What am I going to ask now? Because he was going to go, speaking of walls, the wall, do you say the wall again? Let me go through that again. We had 121 countries come into our country last year.
Yeah,
it's like too many.
Yeah, does Biden have the space to enact his agenda? Oh, space. Yeah, we did the Space Force. Everyone loved that. We really locked things down up there.
Yeah, it's like he also is. It's like there's this Pavlov's dog quality to it too, right? Where like he has these specific trigger words, and then that's when he knows to go off about the things that he's comfortable with.
I'm not worried about going to jail at Georgia. I'm not worried about Trump at all about it with the wall. We should have built the wall. We could have built the wall. We could have had a great wall. The wall had been done. We could have had a great wall. And China is a great wall. Why couldn't we? We could have a great wall. Unbelievable. There really is a question. I saw some people making a big deal about Ann Coulter coming out and, some polling that showed like only 36% of Republicans support Donald Trump. 65% don't want him to be president again. I got news for you. That's almost the identical polling in 2015.
It matters nothing right now. Nothing. And Ann Coulter coming out with didn't she just, she wrote a book about in Trump we trust, and now she comes out with another book like, oh wow, her latest cash grabbing enterprise. I don't think it necessarily connects with the American people's desires.
She fell out of favor with him or vice versa in 2018. I mean,
now she's just trying to make it lucrative.
Old news.
And the other thing about this too, about like Trump's cognitive decline, which seems obvious too, just as same with Biden's. Like, I don't want to speculate, but at least Biden's getting that, doctor feel. What don't they give at the White House this cocktail of vitamins that they get every day? I mean, I think that was fairly well documented. It's showing a little bit that Trump's lacking his.
Oh, I get it. I'll be fine.
Well, he's got that on lock, I would guess.